All right. Oh. Now. Neutral. Well, that didn't sound good. This is going to be a multi-parter. This is going to be a multi-parter. Let's get you in here. Hopefully you can hear this. Ah, there, it got caught. It got caught. Did you see that? There it is. And I hear something just clicking around in there. Let's go on the other side and jack that side up and see if we have the same issue. So we should turn this and see what we hear. It's not turning the other wheel. Hearing a lot of rattling. Yeah, all right, well, you saw that, you heard that. Wheels are turning, it's clicky, clackety noise, like pieces of metal and bits of gears are just churning around inside a case. So, might have to drop that transmission to replace it. All right, well, let's get to it. Although I don't think this will be strictly necessary, I'm going to remove the underneath plastic shields. I'm going to take off the bumper, and that's if I have to pull the whole unit down. The more space we have, the better. So at least you'll see how to remove the bumpers. Usually it's a lot of 10mm and snap-on fasteners. So we'll just go through it together and get it done. Shit. I wanted to avoid that from happening. What happened right here was this just yanked the fog light right out, And it looks like this was taped on already. This may have happened once before. See if we can get this other one off without breaking it. There we go. Now we got the windshield washer thing, which I think is like a squeeze and pull. Cyclo Super Silicon Spray, 200% more. Yeah, I'm running out. It's like almost on empty. Okay, squeeze these guys. There it goes. So the trick with this guy, these two little ears here, there's one on that side and one on that side. And on the bottom, you squeeze with some pliers and then just twist this out. You can see this ribbing is what holds it in place. Good, now we could move this out. Let's put that little piece back in here. I don't think these were meant to come off because they're actually behind this fender plastic. Yeah, that's it. See, there's some play, and the more you screw it in, the more it pulls it this way and then clips onto the bumper. So you want to loosen this, but you don't want to disengage it. So that's pretty cool. So this is what we got. We had two 10mm bolts, one bolt there, one 10mm bolt there. You saw we had all these panel clips. Remove, pop them out. And then on the side here, we loosened up a T25 on this side, and this slides back. So you don't have to take them out completely. Here's the one on the right side. It's sliding, it doesn't really want to come out. It's still captive, so that was supposed to stay. And that's it. And then you remove the connectors by pressing down on the tab here. Spray it with some silicone spray first to get it lubricated. And then this guy should just come out, and you leave this in. So I didn't leave that in. So probably best to disengage the whole lamp bulb assembly with the electrical connector first, which I thought of doing, but I was rushing it. Don't rush it. So this is the drinker's side fog light, and you can see there's a zip tie that holds that, and you can see that this O-ring is pretty clean, the contacts are pretty clean. And if we come to this side, you can see that these are pretty corroded, and that's definitely corroded. And I didn't find any plastic bits on the ground, so I'm pretty sure this was, I feel pretty confident that this was broken already. Plus we found all that electrical tape around the connector, so that tells me that that was already broken. Now we can clean this up and maybe we'll get an improved contact. Either that, or we're gonna go and look for maybe find one in the junkyard to replace it, but I don't think it's that critical. We might be able to repair it somehow, not really sure how. If you make some kind of a clamp, some you know, a metal band or something. But I think that once we get it in place, we can kind of keep it. All right, so the first casualty, which I think was already there anyway. So this is keyed. It has a flat spot, and it lines up with the flat spot there. And it engages with just a tabbed, well, crimped sleeve type connector. And that's what happens there. So in between these two contacts is a tapped connector, which is a little loose. It's not engaging. So I'm going to crimp those and see if we can get this to grip it better. So I just forced a screwdriver in here to close those contacts a little better, so that when this goes in, it'll grip it. So let's see if There we go. Now you see that's gripping it, even though the contacts are springing, it's not just so loose. I'm gonna go ahead and lubricate the O-ring too. Just lubricate that O-ring. Now this stuff flashes off pretty quick, so it's, whoops. There, that's in good. So that's that. We'll mess with the other side off screen. So I think we're going to call it a wrap here. Call this part 1. Showed you how to take the bumper off. Did a little preliminary diagnostic pointing to a transmission issue. So on the next video, we're going to dive deeper into that and hopefully wrap it up then. But thanks for watching, staying to the end. We'll see you on the next one. Hillbilly out.